right. Good evening, everyone. This is Adam Schomer here with our Wednesday evening meditation here on Heal with Kelly, the Heal documentary, Instagram. If you're new, what we do here is a nice breath work and meditation. So it ends up being about 20 minutes. We'll give people a few minutes to hop on. Feel free to let us know where you're joining in from. But it's about a 20-minute meditation. We do 10 minutes of breath work, pranayama. Hey, Meg. Hey, everyone. Prana meaning consciousness or energy. Yama meaning alignment or attunement. So we're tuning our consciousness, aligning our energy through the use of breath. So we do 3 simple breath works, pranayamas, to align the energy. And then we use some spoken word. And today, it was so powerful and successful. I do a Monday Zoom. Free Zoom similar to this, but on Zoom, and we did it for self-forgiveness, and it was so moving and powerful that I want to do it again tonight. So here on the Wednesday Heal with Kelly meditation. Again, let us know where you're joining from. Hi, Angelia. And as you know, Heal is created by Kelly Gores, the amazing Kelly Gores, and we thank her and the whole team for making these possible. We've been doing these every Wednesday, 6 p.m. for the last 4 years. I'll put in my website. If I don't answer any of your questions at the end, you can just find me over at adam.yoga. That's nice and simple. Instead of adam.com, it's adam.yoga. And I just pinned that. And that's where you can also find out about the Zooms. Also, if Monday mornings at 11 a.m. are better for you, come join. But we're here every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pax in Bellingham. Nice to see you, Pax. And Pax will be joining in the Kriya initiation come Labor Day weekend. We do the Kriya initiation, Kriya meditation initiation. But enough about that. We'll start in the next 1 minute, so find a nice seated position. We'll be doing a pranayama, like I said, and meditation for self-forgiveness. So, 3 simple breath works. The first one we'll do, I'll tell you a little bit now. Hey, from New Hampshire, Linda, nice to see you. Paul Green, nice to see you, brother Paul. If you know, Paul was in the highest, Paul's been in lots of things, but documentary-wise was in my first movie, The Highest Pass. Nice to see you. Paul was just talking about you just the other day with some people that I think did Landmark with you, Landmark Forum. Amazing. We're not supposed to out people if they've been in Landmark. Just kidding. It's a wonderful program. I personally haven't been through it, but it's helped a lot of people. Hello from Minnesota. Cool. So we're going to start in about 1 minute. Nice seated position. The first pranayama we'll do, and I'm going to explain it now because it's a little more technical. It's called Nadi Shodhana, and we do it. Thanks, Paul. And we do it a little faster than normal. So it's in through the left nostril. So you put your right thumb at your right nostril, 2 fingers at your third eye, forehead, and the other 2 fingers on the left. So you're in through the left, out through the right. And so if you can go fast, you go fast, or you can go slow. So it'll be in through the left, out through the right. In through the left, out through the right. I do it faster. In, out. When you exhale, we do our best to pump the belly, okay? Like breath of fire, engage the root lock, pump the belly. And so this kind of pranayama will enliven the energy, become very aware, awake, but at the same time, it's balancing the 2 sides. So it's balancing, it's enlivening, really good, actually really good before motorcycling, if in the Himalayas or through traffic, to really become alert, and balanced. So we'll do that first to really enliven the energy, and then we'll kind of ground it and expand it before the healing. Wonderful. JP, nice. Glad you went through that. Self-help or, evolution, all these practices and modalities are so important that we take an interest in ourselves and our own growth. It's really, Roxy says, blow your nose first. Were you there on Monday? Yeah. Bring a tissue if you need to. All right, let's do it. Let's start. It'll be about 20 minutes total. And let's go ahead and close the eyes, nice and tall spine. Hello from Montana. Wonderful. Good. Nice and tall spine. And the way we begin, per usual, is including. So we include in our awareness the body. Include any sensations. So we're not pushing things away, and we're already starting to be with things the way they are and not resisting. And then also include in the awareness any sounds in the environment. And then likewise include in the awareness any thoughts, feelings that might be with you from the day. And there's usually many feelings. It's not just one. There's some that are just kind of hanging out. Right? We're including it all. And then also include the greater body, meaning the earth. Include the earth in our awareness. Include the air we breathe. Include the sun. And include the prana, meaning the consciousness, this life force that, animates life. Some sense of the prana. Good. And then we'll enliven that prana with this first breath, the nadi shodhana, in through the left, out through the right. The right thumb is at the right nostril, 2 fingers at the forehead, other 2 fingers at the left, in through the left, out through the right for 90 seconds. You can go slow or fast. And if possible, every time you exhale, you're engaging the root lock, pulling the belly in toward the spine. And the focus would be up at the third eye and at the forehead. Just keep the practice going. I know it's a little bit of a challenge, but that's good. That'll get your focus. That'll keep you attentive because there's so much going on. And then we'll observe the effects afterwards. Just 10 more seconds before we switch sides. And deep exhale through the right nostril. Deep inhale through the right. And now we go in through the right, out through the left. Again, you pump on the exhale. Belly in toward the spine, engaging root lock. Focus at the third eye. And if people are just joining, you can go slow. In through the right, out through the left. In through the right, out through the left. I tend to go faster because it's something I've been doing a while. Just 20 more seconds. And exhale. Release the hand. Check in. Good. Stay with the prana. Notice the energy. Notice any shift in the energy, and we'll just really, really dial it in with this Amrita breath, the breath of nectar. You simply sip in through the mouth slowly. Pause the breath, focus at the third eye. Again, that's at the forehead, between the eyes. So you just bring your attention there. You don't have to try too hard. And then exhale through the nose. So it's a sipping in through the mouth, focusing the attention at the third eye, and exhale through the nose. 3 minutes like this, the breath of nectar. Nice and simple. Really just stay with the prana like you're sipping in consciousness, sipping in awareness. Good, about 1 more minute like this. If the thoughts come up, that's no problem. Meaning positively reinforce the awareness. Oh, I became aware of the thoughts. Great. Strengthen the awareness muscle. Positively reinforce. Come back to the breath. Couple more breaths. Good. And release that breath and just check in, notice. Yeah, you just notice the shift in energy or disposition. And now we start to really expand the consciousness, creating a lot of space. Really helpful for the forgiveness part. This takes a little effort, but it's very simple, called Cosmic Breath 3. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale deeply through the mouth. When you're finished the exhale, inhale through the mouth. And then exhale through the nose. So it's a U shape. In through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the mouth, out through the nose. Really deep, long breath. No pausing of the breath at all. It's continuous. Cleansing as well as enlivening, oxygenating the whole system. Good, another 90 seconds. Maybe deepen it, go a little longer with the breath. This is cosmic breath 3. Keep it going. Just a few more. And on your next inhale, when you get there, inhale as much as you can, and then we'll hold the breath. And we'll see if we can hold 40, 50, maybe a whole minute. And breathe deeply. Breathe normally. Stay with the prana. Stay with the prana and in this nice parasympathetic state. Through the prana, we can deeply communicate with the whole system. And so we'll use some words, some English words to just more finely tune. So the first thing we'll say is, I can be with this, I am free. So you want to say that out loud. I can be with this, I am free. And then breathe into it. Allow that to sink in, meaning I can be with this. Meaning, in many ways, letting go of the past, right? It's a form of self-forgiveness of the past, that I can just be with things the way they are. I don't have to fight where I've arrived at, Drop the guilt, drop the doubt. So again, say, I can be with this, I am free, really allowing that to sink into every cell, knowing you can be with this the way things are. Three more times. I can be with this. I am free. Let it resonate. I can be with this. I am free. One more time. I can be with this. I am free. Notice if more energy is available, any emotions come up, all that's fine. Good. The next one, I release resentment. I am free. So again, whatever comes up, if it's a person or just something in general or nothing, just in general, I release resentment. I am free. Towards anyone that you might be holding it, or towards a state of things. Sometimes we can resent society or our family at large, or the times we live in, and sometimes it's a person. So I release resentment. I am free. Just try it on deeply, releasing the resentment part, the anger, the need to hate or hold on. I release resentment. I am free. Feel it in every cell. I release resentment. I am free. I release resentment. I am free. Any people that don't like you, the doubters, the haters, we don't need to resent them. They don't need to be in our inner circle, but we don't need to resent or give our energy. One more time, I release resentment. I am free. Good. And then the big one, I forgive myself. I am free. Really try it on, as hard as it can be at times. Just really allow it into every cell and say, I forgive myself deeply for all of it, all the mistakes. Gosh. I am free. I forgive myself. I am free. Regardless if others forgive you. Be kind to yourself for this moment. Really try it on. Really embrace it. I forgive myself. I am free. No, we're not perfect. I forgive myself. I am free. One more time, with all your love and heart, as if you're your own child. I forgive myself. I am free. And we'll stay with that, with these three mantras, just in this frequency of all three. If I forgive myself, I release resentment, and I can be with this deeply. So we'll stay like this in silence. If you need it, you just bring them back again. You say them again to reignite the frequency. Just a little bit longer. Stay in that. I forgive myself. I can be with this, and I release all resentments. Anything that comes up, just deeply keep forgiving yourself. Any doubts, any pains, anything that might have you didn't even realize has been eating at you a little bit. Yeah? And then just really receive energy, receive light. You can allow yourself to shine, especially when we've forgiven ourselves. We can tend to allow ourselves to receive energy, to shine, to be joyous, our natural state, joy, loved. And if you're feeling some of that, feel free to extend it to anyone else that might need it. Just visualize them, excuse me, bring them into your frequency. Yeah, may they feel this same thing, this freedom, this forgiveness, this release of resentment, this power of being with things the way they are. Include them in this frequency. Especially include anyone you might have been resenting, if you really want to practice. They want joy too. And feel free to include the whole planet and all the beings. Okay. And again, include the whole earth, include the air, include the sun. This is the greater body that keeps us alive. Include our prana, our own bodies and the sensations, the sounds around us. And if you'd like, when you're ready, you can open the eyes. And if you want to stay and meditate longer, just stay. Stay in that space. You can stay for a long time. Good. So, yes, 25 minutes to access a place of forgiveness and healing, and that can do so much for the mental, emotional, physical body, the whole system. We do have to be kind to ourselves, responsible and strong and lead, but forgiving of ourselves, so we don't stay looped in this doubt, looped in guilt, trying to prove it to people, etc. So any questions, please let me know. As I had said, we did this on Monday. It's very powerful. The metaphor that came also was, if you're into Star Wars, right? There's the dark side, and then there's the Force, right? And then when those in the dark side, Darth Vader, they're using their emotions to generate great power. The hate, the anger, using that, because we know there's a lot of energy in there, revenge, hate, anger. There's a lot of energy there. It can motivate, it can draw great strength. But it's in comparison to the strength that is gained, or accessed, I should say, from a place of peace, beyond the emotions, truly at home with the Force. To me, it pales in comparison. It's like short-term ability to generate tons of emotion and power versus the long-term greater possibility, greater access to the whole field. So that's the Star Wars analogy of when we get into forgiveness, self-forgiveness, and releasing resentment. In many ways, we're transcending the need to hold on to the power we might feel from emotions, and trust that there's something beyond it. There's access to a field, an ocean that's a bit bigger, that's beyond that pain. So be a Jedi, be a Jedi. Forgive yourself. We don't need to be angry at something in order to motivate great power. We don't need to always be fighting against something to motivate and create beautiful visions in this world. We can just do it from a place of what we see is helpful and will bring people joy. Beautiful. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll stay on for the next 5 minutes. If you do want to join the Zooms I do a lot on Mondays, it's similar to this. It's also free, which is nice. You can go to adam.yoga. I pinned my website there. Instead of adam.com, it's adam.yoga. And yeah, just put your email in. You'll be notified of when we do these. And of course, you'll be able to access all the different documentaries and conscious films that I've had the blessing of making, like The Highest Pass. One of my dear friends from that movie was on here, Paul. I was on this Zoom this Instagram just a second ago. The Highest Pass was my first documentary. The Road to Dharma was the follow-up to that. Motorcycling through the Himalayas, searching for freedom. Heal, as you know, I produced with Kelly Gorez. And the recent one that's coming out soon, Selling Superman. Also Finding Peace with Mathieu Ricard is coming out soon. He's a Buddhist monk. So, yeah, good. Meditations, films, inspiring stories and inspiring practices. We need the practices. We need stories to help kind of wake us up and maybe motivate us, but then we need the practices. We need the practices. It's not enough to just have a glimpse, We need pilgrimages. We need practices daily to help keep our energy up. So these pranayamas and meditations are important. Hope you can join every week. Did I do the Little White Pill documentary? One Little Pill, yes, I did a documentary called One Little Pill, about a solution or a treatment, I should say, of alcoholism. My dear friend Claudia Christian, she brought me in to make that documentary. This method helped save her life. The method, what's the exact method called? But it uses one little pill. I'm forgetting the doctor's name. It is 80% effective. So One Little Pill you can watch on Prime. Heal you can watch on Prime. Road to Dharma you can watch on Gaia. You can go to my website, watch it for free. Highest Pass is on Gaia. Yeah. And we'll see where Selling Superman ends up. We'll see if it's Paramount, Netflix, HBO. We'll see. It's a doozy. It's a 4-part series. Thank you, Marie Fordley Photography. Yeah, it is a community, right? It is a nice community. We're gathering to meditate together. It's wonderful. A lot of the same people are seen on here, and people come and go, but it's nice to know it's always here for us. Every Wednesday we can come, be it myself, or sometimes Lexi's doing bowls, or sometimes we have guest people like Rob Wergen from Heal. But you always have a place on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific to kind of come ground in. So nice to see you, Pax. And for those that have ever been interested in Kriya meditation, if you know about Kriya meditation through the autobiography of a yogi, I do an initiation once a year. That'll be Labor Day weekend, a meditation initiation into Kriya meditation. So reach out to me and I'll let you know more about that. If you're committed, sincere about having a daily practice, I am honored that my guru has allowed me to initiate people in that. But cool. I think I just saw Daniel Stewart join. Daniel Stewart, nice to see you. He's got a kirtan. If you're in LA, coming up on the 20th of July. I love the kirtans he does. That's like call and response chanting. If you're not familiar with it, it's like Indian church rock. It's not true. It's kind of a joke. But at one point I realized I was going to so many kirtans, like I'm into like Christian rock, but it's Indian. And it gets like that. It is rocking and rolling, and it's fun, and people dance, and you're chanting, and it's spiritual, and it's good people. But if you're in LA, go check out July 20th. Daniel Stewart has a nice kirtan. I'll be heading up there, assuming I'm in town. So I saw Daniel hopped on there. True. Yes, my man Daniel's there. Yes, good to see you, buddy. Amazing therapist as well. He's seen Selling Superman. I consulted with him a bit, so amazing kirtan, amazing yoga teacher, dear friend. Nice to see you, Daniel. A lot of good friends popping on today. Paul Green was on, earlier, and the regulars. Meg was on here. Sweet. Any other questions about what we just did? Again, we did Nadi Shodhana, we did Amrita breath, and then we did Cosmic Breath 3, and then we followed it with the 3 English mantras. Right? I can be with this. Then we did I release resentment, and then we did I forgive myself. There it is. Dakota, nice to see you. Good. If there's no other questions, just reach out to me if you need. You can find my email at adam.yoga, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Happy 4th. That was last weekend, but yeah, happy 4th. May we all be free. May we be happy. And may we be well. Namaste, everyone. See you.